with my doctorate in development accounts, 5 years from now, yes, I want to have that with my doctorate in development accounts. Doing internship with UN, doing internship either with UN, the World Bank, IMF. And yes, ask Dr. Amma will tell you. We should call him and tell him our update and what we're doing. So yes, 5 years from now, yeah, I want to see that. I want to do it. Technically, I'll be married too. So yes, that's and kids. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But with my doctorate, yes, I would have my PhD in development accounts. I'm hoping to have it with either Cornell University or Duke University. So yes, that's the plan. Yeah, currently I will because of the experiences I'm having, especially with the lectures, the one-on-one interaction, the fact that I can get access to a TA and who always has time for me. I mean, I've been bugging the TAs a lot, especially with something that I don't understand. And what I've realized is that they actually always have the time to explain it to you and go through. I mean, as I said, I'm in the comms department. We have 2 TAs, but it makes it easier because they've divided themselves in such that Joy is taking a number of them and Henry is taking at other classes too. So it's not like both of them have the same courses that they can lecture or tutor. So it makes it easier to just go to them whenever I need them. So yeah, I will. Honestly, the one-on-one I've actually had with the lecturers aside class is really, really helpful. I mean, sometimes our classes are not too large, so it's easier to interact with lecturers. It's easier to actually ask questions. It's easier to actually get a clear sense of what they're trying, especially if you don't understand, because I've noticed that they're patient and they always ask if we understand and we're in tune, like, do you have any other questions? So I mean, honestly, that one-on-one interaction is really helpful. It makes learning easier because we're able to understand, and there's this thing they always say, like, I mean, you can always come to me anytime you need an assistant, so you can go to my TA, which is good. So it's actually been a good journey for me, actually. Softwares we have for our account stuff, we're currently, like, I'm doing econometrics, I'm doing intermediate macro, I'm doing intermediate micro. So, sometimes we have access to the softwares which are difficult to come by, actually kind of like taking us through like the practicals, which makes it easier so that we're not left hanging in the open market, in the job market when we go. So the fact that we have practical knowledge of how to use the software is really, really, really helpful to me, in my opinion. Installing it on our stuff is difficult, but they actually take us through and they actually like tutor us to in order to know how to use them practically and not be left hanging. So we're even actually doing regression analysis too, which is cool. So yes. So yeah, I think it's really good. So it's good. Yes, Paragon and Dr. Amwa. Dr. Amwa is really interesting too. So yes, Dr. Amwa. Yeah. So I feel that the systems are good, and it's helped me one way or the other to go to church. So yeah, that's one thing. Aside that, I feel that the mutual respect lecturers have for students and students have for lecturers, it's a good thing because it keeps you in check in order to know that wherever you go, you just have to be respectful to people, because you may never know when you meet people. So I think the systems are good and it's helped me. So far, Mr. Somwa was one, but I'm done with him. I moved on to my HOD, Dr. Amwa, and now Paragon. Oh my goodness, yes, he's one of the good ones too. They tell me that Paragon. This is one thing they say is Paragon is very deep. He's a very good lecturer. He's very excellent and all that. And honestly, when you say in his classes and all that, in as much as it's tough, like intermediate macro is tough, but yeah, my colleagues are fun. I don't have a lot of colleagues, friends, and classmates, but so far the ones I have are cool. we mostly have group discussions, which helps a lot because I mean you're not an island on your own, so sometimes you need other people to help out with stuff. So we actually have group discussions, and my colleagues have been helpful because because I'm pretty new and like I just have a short time. They always keep me updated on what is going on, what to do, what to expect, where to go, where not to go, and things to expect. So I do have good friends and classmates. So yeah, that's a good thing. The summer hat? No, honestly, the food cards. I honestly sometimes eat with my friends there, but I'll just go buy my food and come out. But I prefer the summer hat because it's airy and because of the branches and the trees and everything. It's, like scenery is good and it's nice. I love green, like green surroundings, so it's good. It does because like with the summer hats and when we are now, you don't really get a lot of people there. So if you're a quiet person, you can get your spots. The library is there. I think the library is there. Sometimes you always don't want to be indoors and learn. So sometimes the environment really helps a lot because I can be at the summer hat. I can even be. I've actually gone to the last floor to study. I mean, I know that's weird, but I've actually gone to the last floor to do. Block G, yes, I went to the last block and it was peaceful and quiet because there was nobody there and it was airy too. And you'd be surprised there was a chair there. So yes, it was so comfortable and I actually did my own thing and just study because sometimes not all the time you want to have people around too. So yeah, there are a lot of places that you can go and study. I want to say that every institution is not perfect. I mean, we'll go through our challenges, but we should look at the good aspect of it because there are a lot of good here. So we would hear a lot of things about Central. We would say that, oh, it's this, it's that, it's there are negatives everywhere, but we need to take the positives out of it in order to enrich ourselves to be able to get where we want to get to, because wherever we go, they're going to be potholed, but we would have to know how to find our way around it. And I'll say that because it's still new for me, it's still a learning process. I mean, the system here is good, the structures are good, so I feel that it's just an addition on my personality, as in knowing when to do stuff, just appreciating your colleagues, appreciating your lecturers.